Hey guys, it is February 6th, 2019, and today I thought I'd bring you a hatchling video. I see a lot of ball python hobbyists and breeders do their videos, and they always look pretty jazzed and it looks fun, so I thought I'd bring one to you guys today. So here we have a little incubation tub from our sire 57, and it holds 2 clutches, or it holds more than 2 clutches, but it holds clutches from 2 animals. So one of our females being Pudge McPuddin, and the other one being Ickis. So the baby that hatched today is a baby from sire 57 and from Pudge McPuddin. So let's go ahead and just get right in here. Oh, look at that. I've got a nice little pinstripe in here. It's not 100% pin. You see here, it's got a little bit of a broken pinstripe pattern. Let's clear off some of this perlite here. Oh, look at that. It's got a nice droopy crest. How do you like that? Wow. So this looks like, I don't want to call it a quad stripe because it's not a true quad stripe. These I just kind of call quad-ish. But from the looks of it, you've got a nice droopy crowned crest, nice thick tail. I mean, fresh out of the egg, you can see all this color saturation and patterning. And look at that. So I call these quad-ish just because, you know, they're not quads, but if you pair 2 quad-ish, quote unquote, you pair those together, you'll get a lot of 100% quad pins. This one looks like it's going to be orange or yellow. I'm going to go along with it's going to be yellow just by looking at it. And look at this thing. This thing is gorgeous. Now, one thing that I see ball python breeders do that I think is a lot of fun when they do these videos is they also show you a lot of the lineage. So let me get into that for you. So this one, I've got the parents here. Let's start off with the sire. This is 57. Look at this guy. Now this guy, oh, there he goes. You know how they are. They like to jump. This guy is a product of a breeding loan I did with Tiki's Geckos, specifically Manny Durand from his male Macchiato. Good looking male. I wish I had that male here to show you the grandfather to that hatchling. But as you can see, 57 isn't really fired up, but there's a lot of yellow highlighting. He's got a nice 100% pin structure. He's got a nice floppy crest, nice and crowned. Look at that. It's got a good patterning on the sides. This guy is one of my favorite breeders. Okay, so let me pull the dam out to show you. Get in there. I tried to get these guys to fire up, but as you can see, 57 wasn't fired up, but Pudge McPuddin sure looks fired up. That's about as fired up as she gets. She's an interesting little lavender type. Oh, you can see she's not quite 100% pin. She's like 98%, but you can see that high color saturation, lots of patterning. So she's a nice, a little bit of, you see that there, a little bit of dripping. So she's a nice Harlequin pinstripe. She makes gorgeous babies. She's a pig. You can see she's a little pudgy, hence the name. Now, let's get into some of the grandparents that led up to that baby that we got today. So, I'll start off with the dam and the sire. for Pudge McPuddin here. So Pudge McPuddin, she comes from one of our seemingly normal looking dams, Bree. I'll pull her out. We don't have any lineage information on Bree. A lot of people would pass on her as far as making her a breeder because she doesn't have a great crest structure. You know, she's got these little teeny tiny confetti spots, you know, some portholes. Overall, she's unexciting, and really nobody gives geckos like this a second thought, which is, in my opinion, a shame because they carry some wonderful genes. But you never know it until you test breed it. So to some people, this is just a waste to have animals like this. But she has made some beautiful, beautiful babies in our colony that we've kept back as our holdbacks. And we've sold out to people that are just incredibly satisfied customers. So we got this girl, probably about 7 or 8 years ago in a wholesale lot. Right when we were getting back into doing crested geckos, I didn't really have anything, so I kept all the females I got. And this one, she's also suspect for Het obscurial exanthic. I'm not sure. I've separated her from that breeding group. I separated the male and all the females from that group. So hopefully in the next couple of months we'll find out whether she is Het obscurial exanthic or not. So right now she's suspect, and you know, like I said, we'll find out. So that's the grandmother for that nice little pinstripe that hatched out today. Now let me show you one of the grandfathers. This is Pax. Pax is a really neat, dark, 100% pinstripe. He's got that real floppy crest. Look at that. He's got some larger scales there across the lateral. Look at that. Isn't that neat? This guy makes some of our biggest crests. I love that droopy-eared look on that crest. All right. So those are the grandparents. Now let's get into some of the other ones that helped make this baby. So you saw sire 57. Obviously I don't have the father, Macchiato. Tiki's Gecko has that. This is the mother to 57. We don't have any lineage on her. She was a gift from a friend. She's a really nice lavender type. She makes gorgeous babies. She might not look like much, but if you pair things correctly and you do test breedings, you can get some really cool things. So as you can see, these grandparents to that baby weren't very exciting to look at, but you know, it just takes some work in order to make some good looking babies. You don't always have to buy in to expensive high color projects. Sometimes you just have to spend a few years in developing your lines. I'll show you that baby one more time so you can see that this guy's got some potential. It just took some work. When we first got back into crested geckos, we didn't have the kind of money to buy some of that high-end stuff. We've since purchased into some of it, but I've spent a lot of seasons developing my lines. And if Bree does prove out to be our dam Het obscurial axanthic, I'm definitely keeping this guy. This will make some awesome axanthics, but that's a different story for a different day. We'll go over the obscurial axanthic stuff in another video. I just want to say thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great night.